second?
Yeah, well, again, they had us under a lot of pressure in the first half. They had a lot of footy and they were down our end a lot. So, I think, we've done a pretty good job just to be, 8 behind at half time. And the second half just turned around. We got a whole heap of penalties and they probably made a couple more mistakes than they did in the first half. We had a lot of ball and they defend their line, really well. And how many times looked like we were going to score, and one of them come up with a try-saving tackle. And Kevin Proctor probably made 2 or 3. So it was basically a game. Obviously, when you have a look at the score, defence was the king today, I suppose. So I'm not quite sure that's a good thing or a bad thing for us at the moment. I think both sides probably left some tries there. I thought in the second half we left a couple and. So that was a little bit disappointing, but the guys are showing plenty of effort at the moment. So we just hopefully can tidy a few things up, and but it has been reasonably difficult week with the injury we've had and putting the new guys in there. So, but as I said, I'm really happy with the effort, but there's some stuff with the execution that we'll need to be better at.
It must be hard to get a read on how well you're going, I guess, with so many outlets, no consistency there with.
Yeah, it probably is a little bit at the moment, but that's just the way it is at the moment. So we've got to find a way to find that consistency. And probably doing the things that we want to do or we plan to do just for longer periods, during the game to what we're doing at the moment. So we've got another couple of weeks, so hopefully we can find that consistency and hopefully. We'll be very competitive, in a couple of weeks' time.
Cam, how important was it to you to play tonight? You're obviously in a bit of doubt before.
I think the doubt was sort of a bit of speculation in the media. I was always playing. I was always confident of playing, but the medical staff did a really good job with the back. Post the Parramatta game, they got straight into it and worked on it, so I was always confident. So it wasn't a huge issue for me. I wanted to get back on the paddock as quickly as possible. I don't like being off the field. I don't like missing minutes, and only played 30 last week, so it was important that I got back out there tonight. We only had 2 games to go before the finals, so I was really looking forward to this game. So good to get the win.
And as much as you're down on troops and you want to get back on the field, I guess being Bill's last game in Queensland too, was it special to sort of share that with him as well? Yeah,
it was, and although we haven't really sort of spoken about it too much, we're certainly aware of that. Bill's career the days are numbered now, aren't they? And we're fully aware of that. We know what we're going into next weekend now with his last home and away game for Melbourne. So we want to make sure that we make that a special occasion for him. So it was nice to get the win tonight. I know the first half didn't go our way. A lot of things didn't really go our way, but I thought we put in a lot of effort to stay in the match. At half time, a little bit fatigued with the work that we did, but I was always confident that we could go out and win the game. And certainly with the amount of personnel that is missing at the moment, I thought it was a terrific job to get the win tonight. The Titans, I know they're not involved in finals this year, but they're a good footy side when they've got a fair share of the ball. And it's nice to beat them up here on our home soil.
Cameron Munster, mate, literally in the second half, as long as the whole spine did it, and then was it a cork on the knee? Was it?
Yeah, I think it's only a knock on the knee. I don't know whether it's a cork or just a knock, but obviously he played on, so I'm thinking it's not too serious at all. I'm sure the medical staff wouldn't have left him on there if they thought there was something serious. So obviously, the report I got was a knock to the knee. So I'm not quite sure what that actually means, but as I said, I don't think it's too serious, or we wouldn't have left him out there.
Would have been feeling a bit nervous at the time when he went down.
It was just about to ring the hospital or picked the operating theatre ready while he was going on. But obviously he's a really important player in our team, so the heart went in the mouth for a little bit, but he's a tough rooster though, without a doubt, and I knew if he did come off, it would have been something, pretty serious. But as I said, the medical staff left him out there, so hopefully, he'll come good in the next week or two.
2 weeks out from the finals, where are you in the halves, you think? At Jerome, hopefully back next week. Brady played quite well today. You are 2 weeks out from the finals.
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm not quite sure where we're at the moment either. I thought Brady done a really good job last week, and I thought he done a really good job today. Like I say, we'll have a be able to look at today's game. We'll have a discussion about with a couple of senior players as well, and then make our decision from there. It's not an easy one without a doubt, but like I say, we'll do what we think's best for the team.
Who would you rather play with?
Sorry?
Who would you rather play with in the halves?
I'm happy with either one. I've played with 3 different number 7s this year. Was it 4? Yeah, so they've all gone out and tried to do their best. They're all 3 of them young number 7s with not a lot of experience in that position. So they've played some great games. They've played some quiet games, but they're out there learning still, and that's where a lot of our squad's at the moment. We've got a lot of inexperience. So for me, I think it's whatever's best for the side, whatever the makeup will be best for our game plan and performance for whoever we're playing. Next week it's Penrith, and I don't really go in throwing sort of my opinions around too much. I've got a lot of trust in Craig and his coaching staff on what's the right thing for the team, and if my opinion's asked, then I'll have some input then. But whichever way we go, I've got a lot of confidence in whoever goes in there.
Jerome will be right next week, you think, right?
Yeah, he was basically right for this week. Yeah, so he could have played, but having said that, we didn't play him in the feeder team. We just sort of was better to get over the injury 100%. As I say, there's not many players this time of year that are 100%. So, but just want to make sure he is 100%. So we just thought we'll put him in the 18 or 19. We had to name just in case something did happen overnight or something happened to one of the halves in the warm up that he would be able to play. But having said that, we were happy that we didn't have to play him, and he should be 100%. With that knee by next week.
You've never been in this territory before.
Say again?
You've never been in this territory before in your halves going into a final series. Would you like to make a call going into the last round? Because it is a tough call, isn't it now?
It's tough.
Take it through? Or is it important?
No, at the end of the day, like the amount of footy those guys have played, it isn't a lot, in that position, especially for that position. So, there'll be a little bit of, who we think's going the best, I suppose, but there'll be a little bit to do with the opposition as well. So on what decision we make. So, you'd think, I suppose, common sense would say you'd like to, go next week and then go through with the one half. But if we think it's better, going for one, and then even if he plays well, going for another one the week after, might be depending on who we play. Well, we'll do that. But at the end of the day, it's we've swapped around all year, and part of that has been my decision. Part of it's been injuries as well. So if we have to do that, or if we think it's best for the team throughout the final series, we'll do that. If we don't think it's best for the team, we'll stick with what we've got. So it'll be a week by week now, to be quite honest.
Cameron, early in the year, there was a game against the Warriors where it looked like you were frustrated with some of the options that Brady Croft was taking. How much confidence do you have in him now as opposed to earlier in the year when he was feeling his way?
That was actually against West Tigers, but it was in Auckland.
Oh, sorry, right, yeah.
Yeah, and that was, I think that was a bit of frustration, that wasn't just directed to Brody, that was just with the way the team was playing, and that was a frustration with myself as well. I think things weren't really going the way we planned, and a few of us were just trying to do things outside of the game plan to try and make up for the things we weren't doing well, and I was included in that. But I think we've overcome that now, and that was on, if I remember correctly, that was about round 5. So we're a fair ways down the track now from that match, and we were probably sitting somewhere around 7th at the time, and we've now put ourselves in first position. So that's all I'm concentrating on, and making sure that, you know, when we turn up to training, whatever we're doing at training, that we're getting the best out of ourselves. You know, we're encouraging our young players to try and improve each day. And if there's small things to take out of the game like tonight that they didn't do so well or they weren't happy with, then they need to work on them and be better players next time. So I think you've seen that was probably a moment in our season where we sort of we moved away from that frustration or that lack of cohesion, and we started to build some cohesion in the team and string some wins together.
Craig, I think Bill had a career high in run meters tonight. Do you ever look at him and sort of think that he's maybe called things a little bit too early, or he's made the right decision?
Oh, no, I thought right from when he was thinking about the decision that he's still got plenty in him. You know, but having said, as I said to him, you know, at the end of the day, this has got to be the right decision for you and your family, and that's a decision you come up with. I still think, no doubt, he could play again. But having said that, you know, like, his decision has got to be the right one for him. And the one thing about Billy Slater, when he does make his decision, I think throughout his career he probably has made some not the right decision, but he's that bloody stubborn. He makes it the right decision. So whatever he goes on to next year, he'll make that decision to retire the right decision. And like I said, so while I don't know whether it's the right decision at this moment, it is the dead set right decision for him, because he's made it and he'll make it work. Okay, thanks guys. Thank you.
Thank you.